It's your boy Martin from 1GFX. So today what we're actually gonna do, I'm gonna show you guys how I approach the market when doing technical analysis based off support and resistance, which is just simple basic market structure. When I do my technical analysis, I go off what I actually see within the market. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give you a quick breakdown of what I do inside of 1GFX. Yeah, so today what we have on chart, we have the USDMXM, which is a US dollar against a Mexican peso. But we will come into more detail about that pair. Let's just move and then move to let's work with USD ZAR. Right, so as you can see, I had a long position on USD ZAR, which took me up to, I think it was around 262 pips, you can see, which was a 1.81% gain here. So let's just move to our daily trend line, and I'm going to show you why I actually take this pair, and I'm actually looking for more buy opportunity on this pair, and I'm just going to show you guys more in depth about how I'm going to go about looking for more long opportunity on USD ZAR. So first of all, I move to my daily chart here, and then I zoom in. I'm going to remove all these giants for you guys so you can actually have a better view on the chart. So let's just remove giants. So as you zoom in here, what I like to do, I'll move to my weekly so I can see much more candle here. So you can actually see what we currently have here is the uptrend. Yeah, you can see you have a bullish market holding firm above this support level. So you can see clearly price is actually holding above that support level. Yeah, so moving back to my daily here, what I want to show you guys here, what you can actually see every time the market creates a new high, you can see here, every time the market creates a new high, it made a dip, and then it start trading back on a very long-term trend for probably years, yeah, and then it made a dip, and then it create a new high, and then it made a dip. So what overall now, I'm gonna look for price to actually create new high and go past this high, which can create a break of the market structure. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually look for a break of the market structure above 20,000 mark on the USD ZAR. So let's just remove these drawings, and then I'm gonna move back to my daily time frame so you can have a much better, clearer chart as well. So if you come back, you can see we are holding firm above our support level, and you can see where price is actually reacting with every time it creates a new high. Here the market made that pullback here. So we have this impulse move to the upside, and then we have this correction, impulse move, correction here. So now what we can actually see here is that price have been in a downtrend from since I think it was last year. Yeah, so last year around April, yeah, you can see when we create that new high around 2nd to 3rd of April last year, where you see price created that new high. Yeah, then you see price start creating lower lows, yeah, which we are aiming for that correction, because as I explained to you guys on a weekly, every time the market creates a new high, it's always made that correction. Yeah, so it create that impulse move, then you have that correction. Yeah, so the whole of last year coming onto this year was in that correction state, and you can see I'm going to pull my support trend line. So you're going to pull from that top of that support to that low. Yeah, so that low right here is where we have our daily support trend line, or weekly or daily, you can class it as how you want, because it's still based off our weekly and daily support. Yeah, so straight away we have our supported trend line. So I'm gonna pull my resistance trend line there. You can see there where we have our resistance trend line. So basically straight away you can actually see price actually break out of this zone here. You can see price actually break out of this zone right around 14.26517. here. You can see price actually break out of that structure here, and you can actually see price went up here, came back down, retest, and then move up here. So overall I'm currently looking for price to continue long and create new high. But before I actually dive in and start buying this market, what I don't want to do you just dive in as an aggressive trader. I want to be patient and wait for that entry, yeah, so I can have a better entry to ride a tide when the market's ready to push long. So if you move up to your 4-hourly time frame, so as you can see, I'm just working off basic market structure and what I'm actually seeing in the market, yeah. So on our 4-hourly time frame now, yeah, you can see, so let's zoom into the chart. So we're working off this bit right there on the screen now, yeah. So I'm gonna pull my support trend line. So from that low, you can see where price is actually holding above our support level. So just let's mark out these technical support zones, yes, so you can see where you have that sorry about that, it's just so you can actually see price holding firm above our support level here. So overall, I'm going to look for some sort of correction here. So you can see we have our supported trend line. So let's pull our resistance trend line now, yeah. So I normally pull my resistance from the top. So let's work from the top there. So right, so I got my support and resistance. So you got my support and I got my resistance trend line right there, yeah. So if you move to your hourly time frame now, this is where you're gonna actually look for your entry on this pair, yeah. So if you look at your hourly time frame now, yeah, you're gonna see here where you have like every time the market created new highs, yeah. So you see here every time price came, made that dip, you see price go up, made that low, yeah, like consolidate, and then it made that impulse move, correction, impulse move, yeah. So if you look at the market structure here, what you can basically see, every time the market creates a new high back to this resistance trend line here, price look for some sort of correction here. So you can see here where price made this correction, and look, we are on that impulse move where price is heading up here. So probably I'll look for price back around 15.1 thousand here before I look for some sort of correction. So once I have that correction, then I can look to get in on that market, yeah. So overall, I'm waiting for price to make some sort of correction from around this high. So I would love to see price actually move up to that high and then made some sort of correction, yeah. So when price actually made that correction, which I'm going to look to get in at that support level here, because what you normally want to do as a trader, you want to buy that flow, you want to buy the flow and sell the ceiling. But because this is an uptrend overall, I won't look for any opportunity to go short. I'll look for more long opportunity. So that's what I'm actually being patient and waiting for, yeah. I'm waiting for price to move long, yeah, get back into that 15.03 15.03060. I'm waiting for price to move back into that level. Then I'm actually going to look for some sort of correction or consolidation before price actually break out to move long. Because as we work our way down from the daily time frame, you can see where we have price. Every time price move to our support level on our daily time frame, you can see where price create new high, made that correction, and then move high. Sorry about that, I have a little cold. So that's my views on USD ZAR, yeah. So if you look at the current market structure, I'm going to look for price continue long. I'm going to show you guys my views on USDMXM as well. So if you look at USDMXM from my views, yeah, so I'm going to move to my daily, and you're going to see where these two pairs have some similarities, yeah. So what I liked about USDMXM, yeah, you can actually see price is actually, let me just zoom in so you guys can see. So you can see we have our support trend line. So if you pull your support trend line from that low, so we're on our weekly time frame now, yeah. So you can see similarities there. Every time price create that new high, made some sort of correction, yeah. So you can see here, and then new high, consolidation, yeah, new high, correction, yeah. And you can see here price actually hold firm above that 19.64819 support level. Yeah, so you can see price didn't went past that level. So let's move to our daily time frame. So you can see here on our daily time frame, price didn't break our support level. So let's mark our support level around that zone there. So let's just mark our support level, so you can just put it as so you can see where we have our support level here. Price didn't went past our support level here, and you can see here we have been in this downtrend from since last day around March the 2nd, 20th of March here, 2020, where we made that all-time high at the 6th of April, where price went up, came back down here. So you can see something similar like a head and shoulder pattern there as well. So let me just show you where you got your head, you got your left shoulder, you got your right shoulder, and there you go. Price came down, went back up, retest, and then drop. Yeah, so you can see. So if you look at the market here, you have been in this bearish trend here for quite almost over a year. Yeah, you can see where price made that low around January the 20th, 2021. Yeah, went back up to that resistance level. Price came back down again. You can see here, price went up back to that resistance level around 21. Yeah, price came back down. Yeah, consolidate, couldn't break past this low. Yeah, and you can see price actually broke out of our trend line. Yeah, so if you move to your 4-hourly time frame now, you can actually see where price actually broke out of that trend line and start creating higher high. Yeah, so as you can see here, we got our support and resistance trend line. Yeah, so you can see where I have my support trend line. You can see where price, every time it creates a new high, yeah, it made some sort of correction, yeah, within the market. So if you move this zone, you can pull your resistance trend line from that high based off these wicks. So you can actually see, yeah, so you got your support and resistance trend line here. So if you move to your hourly time frame, what you can actually see here, you can see every time the markets create new high back to your resistance level, price actually came back down to test your support level here. So what we actually have is like a flag pattern start creating. So you can see the market is trading within this channel where we have our resistance and support trend line drawn. So I'm looking for price to continue something like that and possibly create that head and shoulder pattern, yeah, on that support trend line, and then made some sort of impulse move to the upside, break this flag here, this flag pattern that the market's creating here. I would like for price to break above that level, retest, and then I will look to get in long. Yeah, but I'll look to get my first entry when I see price come back to this support level and probably reject that level. Once I got full confirmation, then that's when I will look to enter that trade, because I already done my technical analysis and I'll see price actually broke out on my daily. Yeah, so after I broke out on my daily trend line, this is the impulse move. Yeah, so I'm looking for that retest, which is actually happening now. So once I got that confirmation back within my support trend line, then I'm going to look to enter to go long. Possibility you can set a buy limit order, so you can actually set a buy limit order within around 19.9077 with your stop loss just below this previous low, which is around 19.8478. So I'll look for price to actually come back down to that level before actually entering this pair on the USDMXM for price to continue low. So that's my views on USDMXM. That's how I go about doing my technical analysis, just based off support, resistance, and technical market structure. Yeah, so once the market show me something, I will basically read and identify all these key levels and actually pay more attention to them, because most of the time the market always look. So if the market is trading to the upside here within a certain channel, the market will always repeat itself. That's something that I sit every day and study about the market, so I know. And if I see that, then I will actually pay more attention and put more interest into that, because that's what I see the market has been doing for the past years. It's been just repeating itself, just like I will show you where price, every time it creates a new high on USDMXM, it made that correction. After it made that dip, it will respect that support level and then move long. Yeah, so if I see price back below this trend line, then I'll look for price to continue lower. Yeah, because once price is strong enough, if the sellers are strong enough to push price below my trend line, then I'll look for more sell. But once price hold above this support level, yeah, then I'm gonna look for price to continue long. So that's when I'll look for to enter more buy opportunities. So that's my views on the USDMXM, my technical outlook for this week. So I'm patiently waiting for this pair to actually give me that confirmation that it want to move long before entering the market. So I'm going to look at CHFJPY. Looking at CHFJPY for my daily, I think for this whole year, most of these yen pairs have been very bullish here. So you can see where we have had this bullish run since around May. So you can see here where price actually trading to the upside since last year. You can see we had a very strong bull run. I think sellers are actually stepping in the market now to push price lower. So you can see here what you can actually see is that price actually holding firm above our support level. But what I want to show you guys is that price is actually not for last weekend. Yeah, so yeah, price didn't break above this resistance zone above 120.80. Yeah, so that's what I like because price didn't break above that area, then that shows me that buyers are not strong in the market. Yeah, so I'm gonna look for sellers to actually push price low and break this daily support trend line here. So if I see price actually move up below this support trend line, then I'm gonna look for more sales. So before I do that, I'm gonna look at my lower time frame. So I'm gonna look at my 4-hourly time frame. So you can see here where I had a short position right there. Yeah, so if you look at this now, yeah, you can see where price went up and we have a double top formation right there. So you can see 1, 2, 3. Yeah, price actually respected that level 3 times. Yeah, so I'm going to look for some sort of sell reaction within these technical levels. Yeah, so what I normally does, and you can see where we have price been consolidating within this range for quite a long time. Yeah, so you can see with your clear eyes right there, price have been actually consolidating here. And what I want to show you guys, I'm going to show you guys something. You can see where the market is creating lower highs here. So you can see which is your first high right there, where we have that double top there. So you can see this wick here is actually higher than this wick right there, and then this wick is actually higher than this wick, and then you can see where this wick came up a bit higher than this previous one, but overall this one is still lower than these previous one. And you can see these 2 wicks rejection right there, and look, we have a bearish engulfing candle close right there. So eventually I'm gonna look for price to continue short. So you can see there where we have price actually hold firm above that previous resistance, rejecting that resistance here. But before I get in this market, I want to see price possibly back below this level. Once I can see price back below that level, then I'm going to look to enter to go short, because what you don't want to do, you don't want to just take an aggressive entry now, because if you look at the market structure here, something I want to show you guys, you can see where we have some bullish hammer pin bar right here. Yeah, so you can see we have some bullish hammer pin bar right there, and then you can see we have that T candle, which actually showing us that buyers are actually stronger than sellers, because look where we have this T candle here for confirmation as well. But overall, where we have this bearish engulfing candle close, especially on our 4-hourly time frame, that says a lot. Yeah, so just keep an eye on CHFJPY for this upcoming week for short. So I'll remove this. Yeah, that was from last week. So I'll look for price to go short on CHFJPY. So I'll pull my fib from that high to that low. It's just 2 seconds. So you can see we are currently at that 100% where price have just rejected here, so possibly back down to our 61.80, Once I see price break that 61.80, then I'm gonna look for a short back down toward 50% or 38 and possibly back down towards 0.0%, and then price may actually go short back to a negative 27%. So that's what I'll be looking at on CHFJPY. If you look at AUDJPY as well, I think AUDJPY as well have similar setup as well. So if you look at AUDJPY from your daily perspective, you're gonna see here, so you can see where price have been trading to the upside from since last year April, when we had that massive dip in COVID. So you can see here where we have this dip in COVID. Yeah, so all I do is work off basic market structure. So what the market is actually showing me is what I actually work off. So you can see where we have our support trend line from that low, which was last year, which was that COVID dip. Yeah, and then I've pulled my supported trend line from that low to that higher low formation right there. You can see what I liked about this here is that you can see where we had this correction. Yeah, where we had this correction right there, you can see we have a nice bullish hammer pin bar coming off of that daily supported trend line, which says a lot. For us to see a bullish hammer pin bar close above our daily support trend line, that says a lot. That shows us that buyers, sellers are not strong enough in the market. Yeah, so if you move to your 4-hourly time frame now, what I can actually see, last week I was looking for a short position here on this trend. I was looking for price to actually continue low and break my supported trend line here. So you can see where price went up. I got stopped out around 81.48, around there was my stop loss. Where price actually stopped me out, you can see where I still have my setup there, nothing to hide. Trades do go against us at times, but it's all about you as a trader, how you overcome your losses and your risk management there. So you can see where price actually break out of this trend line here. So what I'm looking for, if I can see price hold firm above this, but if I see price back down in my trend line, then I'm gonna look for price to continue short and break my support trend line. So what I will do, I will set an alert within around that area, around 80, 86. I will set an alert, so I know if price get back down to that level, then I'm gonna look for price to continue short. So that's my views on AUDJPY. But if I can see price hold firm above this support level, then I'm gonna look for something like this. I'm gonna look for price to continue like that and create higher highs in the market. Yeah, so let's just walk off pulling my Fibonacci. So let me just pull my Fibonacci from that high right there. So I'll pull my Fib from that high down to that low right there. So you can see where you have price retrace back to 100% there. So possibly we're gonna see price move back to our 61.8, where you see I set my alert is just above the 50%. So if I can see price break that level of support, yeah, back down into my trend line, then I'm gonna look for some sort of continuation with a bearish market trend. But if I can see price move back down into that level, made that correction, then I'm gonna look for price to continue long back into my 1.16, 1.80 and my 227.20%. I'll look for price to continue. So that's my views on AUDJPY. If you look at the dollar index now, so I'm going to look at the dollar index for you guys. So we look at DXY. So 2 seconds, I'm going to search for DXY. So if you look at DXY, which is a dollar index, so if you look at the dollar if you look at the dollar index on your daily time frame, you can see where price is at, and we are currently sat at a strong level of resistance around 92. So what we can actually see here, you're not actually seeing a clear market structure here. So if you go to, I'll move to my weekly, you can see where we hold firm right above that support 89 support there. You can see where price actually rejected that level there. So where we have that double bottom here, what I want to see as a trader. So if you move up to your daily time frame, for me to buy the dollar index here, I want to see price actually move back above this level, break above that 93.43, retest, then I will look to get in when price continue long. So for now, overall for me with the dollar index, I would like to see price back above 93.43 before I enter as a long. Yeah, but if you look at the dollar index, you can see we are currently trading to the upside here. If price can hold firm, yeah, if price does not break this level of resistance there, then I'll look for price to actually continue short. So if you pull my fib from that high to that low, you can see where price is actually retracing back to our 50%. We got our 38.20, and then we can get price retrace back towards 0.0%. Yeah, so keep an eye on the dollar index. So if you move to your hourly time frame, you can see where we have price holding firm, rejecting this resistance level here. So if we can see price reject this level, yeah, and break and close below, then I'll look for the dollar index to continue short. But for now, to me, what I can actually see, I can see a bearish market structure is setting up on the dollar index. So let's just remove our Fibonacci. So you can see there straight away we have price rejecting this level. Yeah, so you can see where we have price rejecting this level. So I'll look for something similar like this. So where the market price actually went up, came back down, went up, yeah, created that double top, went back up, yeah, rejecting that level, then I'll look for price to actually continue short. So that's my views on the dollar index. I'll look for price to actually continue short on the dollar index here for now. So yeah, I'll look for short, and maybe if price can hold above this support level and then possible respect this support level and then continue long to the upside. So let's just keep an eye on the dollar index. Let's look at gold. So you can see right there as well where I was looking for that short opportunity where price actually dropped, price actually fell around probably 20 pips. Yeah, 25 points. So you can see there straight away where price actually fell 25 points. Yeah, so what I like about gold, yeah, let's just move to our 4-hourly or daily time frame. Yeah, what I like about gold, I actually like the fact that you can see so many spikes. Yeah, if you look at your daily chart, you can see so many spikes. Yeah, so many spikes. Yeah, you're not seeing any full body sellers candle. Yeah, so you can see where we had that breakout and we had that retest back into that strong support level around 1766 level. Yeah, straight away, let me just remove this Fibonacci. Yeah, straight away you can actually see here, you can actually see price actually holding firm above this support. Yeah, and you can see all these spikes. Yeah, look at all these wicks. Yeah, that to me showing me that sellers are not strong enough in the market. Yeah, you can see here you can actually see where price is actually holding firm above this support level as well. So this level around, let's just mark this level around, this level around 1791. You can see where we have all these wicks where price has been holding firm. Yeah, and you can see where price went back to our 1800 mark here, and it's been rejecting here. So what I actually like to see is that price is actually trading to the downside within this range. You can see price is actually trading within this range here. But what I liked about the market structure that I'm actually seeing now here, you can see where we went up to create a high, came back down here, and then you can see price actually creating that low. So what I want to see, I want to actually see price break out of that structure. If price can actually came like this, go push high, break that structure, retest, yeah, and then continue long. Yeah, that's what I would like to see on gold. I like to see a long opportunity on gold. I look to get in around, I love to put my entry around maybe around 18 1806. Yeah, 1806,500 will be my entry. If I can see price actually break and retest, or you can possibly put a buy stop order possibly above that 8008 level for price. Once price break above, you're gonna see price continue. If price respected this candle can close above this trend line, and I'll look for price to continue. But if price hold within this trend, yeah, then I'll look for price to continue short and possibly break this support level. So just have a look on gold. So that's it. As I said before, basic market structure, yes, just basic support resistance zone. Yeah, so what I do, I normally work my way down. Sometimes I use my weekly time frame if I can't see the trend much clear, or if I can see the trend clearly on a daily, then I'll just walk from my daily 4 hourly time frame. But if I can't see my chart that clear enough, I'll work from my weekly back to my daily. Yeah, so that's it from me, boy, today. Hope you guys enjoy the technical analysis. Leave your reviews in the comment section. Catch you in the next one. I'm out.